Spin-offs in the form of prequels or sequels are not uncommon on the small screen. Heck, they could even be about a certain popular character in the series. However, some spin-offs didn't live up to their predecessors' fame, and for today's episode, we're sharing with you these 10 TV spin-offs that many forgot existed, so make sure you keep watching if you want to know more about these shows. While some spin-offs succeed, like How I Met Your Father and Frasier, others are overlooked because they fall short of their predecessors and are eventually forgotten, as is the case with today's list. Beginning today's video is none other than the Friends spin-off Joey. One of the most adored ensemble casts in television history, starred in 10 highly successful seasons of Friends, which aired on NBC. However, as soon as viewers saw the infamous purple door with the yellow peephole frame for the final time, they immediately saw a brand new Flap. After reuniting with his sister and nephew in Los Angeles and relocating there to develop his acting career, Matt LeBlanc played the title role in the show Joey. Although the program ran for 2 seasons on NBC, it was cancelled owing to poor viewership in 2006. Next, we have Planet Sheen, a Jimmy Neutron spin-off. Your 90s kids will undoubtedly remember the Nickelodeon cartoon Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, which was based on the 2001 movie of the same name. In the film-turned-show, Carl and Sheen, 2 of the young boy's closest pals, were labeled as geniuses by their classmates. However, you millennials surely aren't aware that after Jimmy Neutron's run in 2006 came to an end, the latter was given his own spin-off. Nickelodeon and Nicktoons broadcast Planet Sheen for a single season over a 3-year period. Next on the list, we have Port Charles. Since nearly 60 years ago, General Hospital has been shown on ABC in the afternoon. Most recently, the show celebrated its 15,000th episode and won the Emmy Award for Outstanding Drama Series in June 2022. What some soap opera fans might overlook, however, is the fact that the series gave rise to a spin-off in the late 1990s called Port Charles, which featured former and present members of General Hospital, and made its primetime debut in 1997 before moving to the daytime slot of the previously cancelled soap The City, which was a spin-off of the well-liked soap Loving for 6 seasons. Moving forward to another forgotten spin-off, we have The Golden Palace. The Golden Girls was a well-known 1980s sitcom with Betty White, B. Arthur, Rue McClanahan, and Estelle Getty that aired on NBC for 7 seasons, and will probably continue to do so in reruns indefinitely. But the girls reunited for a second series after the show ended in 1992. After Dorothy, one of Arthur's Golden Girls, got married, Blanche, Rose, and Sophia took the primary roles in The Golden Palace. Although the series only had 24 episodes, Hulu has started to stream the spin-off. And how many of you remember That 80s Show? And yes, it's connected to That 70s Show. When That 70s Show premiered on Fox for 8 seasons starting in 1998, it helped establish the careers of well-known performers including Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis, and Wilder Valderrama. But it debuted a little-known spin-off called That 80s Show long before its planned reincarnation, That 90s Show. The only connection the show established to its predecessor was through the main character Eric Foreman's cousin Corey and his pals who lived in California in 1984. Only 13 episodes of the Fox spin-off were broadcast before it was cancelled. On to the next one, we have Sam and Cat. Everyone is familiar with the late 2000s Nickelodeon phenomenon that was iCarly and Victorious. The crossover spin-off featuring Ariana Grande from Victorious and Jeanette McCurdy from iCarly may not, however, be well remembered by everyone. In Sam and Cat, which is based on their developing friendship and babysitting company, McCurdy and Grande recreated their beloved roles from their respective sitcoms. Due to McCurdy's wish to quit acting and Grande's burgeoning music career, the sitcom was discontinued after 1 season. Next, there's Baywatch Nights. Soon after the lead role on Knight Rider, David Hasselhoff continued to have success on Baywatch for the first 10 seasons on NBC, which ended after 11 due to poor ratings, but it didn't stop the program from branching out into Baywatch Nights, which followed Mitch Buchanan, played by David Hasselhoff, as he worked the night shift as a private eye. The show was cancelled after just 2 seasons and a total of 44 episodes. Moving on to the next one, we have The Lone Gunman. Popular sci-fi drama The X-Files aired on Fox for 11 seasons from 1993 to 2002, but before the program ended, it received a spin-off that many viewers have long forgotten. The Lone Gunman, which only lasted 1 season before being cancelled, focused on the computer wizards who would constantly assist agents Fox Mulder and Dana Scully. As a result, The X-Files had to later fix the show's finale cliffhanger. Continuing with the list, we have The Finder. The Finder was a brief-lived spin-off that Fox aired in the middle of the 12-season run of Bones after the series accidentally aired a backdoor pilot for it in a season 6 episode of the same name. The late Michael Clark Duncan and Jeff Stoltz played Major Walter Sherman and Leo Knox, to finders tasked with locating individuals and objects that police cannot. The television show only had 13 episodes despite having a well-known cast and an intriguing storyline. And finally, we have Time of Your Life. Actresses like Neve Campbell, Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Hallmark Channel superstar Lacey Chabert helped Party of Five become well-known. Before the show was canceled after 6 seasons on Fox, a well-liked cast member returned for the spin-off. Hewitt played Sarah Reeves Marin in the one-season drama Time of Your Life, who travels to New York in quest of her biological father. The sitcom returned during Fox's summer programming block after a 5-month break brought on by low ratings, only to be canceled with 7 episodes still to air. So that wraps up our list of spin-offs we've already forgotten about, but what about the spin-offs who fared better than the original? Here are some shows that were better than the original TV show. First, we have The Good Fight, which is the spin-off of The Good Wife. The Good Wife had a successful run of 7 seasons, but it also gave birth to a very difficult spin-off that had been on Paramount Plus for almost as long. The Good Fight, though, honed an even more elegant tone. The Good Fight by Robert and Michelle King takes place 1 year after The Good Wife's finale. Juliana Margulies is dropped from the spin-off, but Christine Baranski's Diane Lockhart gets more attention. In terms of courtroom drama, The Good Fight is extremely similar to its predecessor. The spin-off, on the other hand, is less constrained in its storytelling and can hold a mirror up to society in wonderful, thought-provoking ways. Next, we have Star Trek Deep Space Nine, which is the spin-off of Star Trek The Next Generation. Even now, the Star Trek world is still growing. A spin-off of a spin-off, Star Trek Deep Space Nine is derived from Star Trek The Next Generation. DS9, on the other hand, is a Star Trek series with a lot to say. Because it is less focused on interstellar travel, Deep Space Nine varies from the previous Star Trek shows. The spin-off, on the other hand, focuses on the political turmoil and tactics surrounding their ownership of the Deep Space Nine space station. A sci-fi series might be well served by placing the crew in the middle of a conflict between rival extraterrestrial cultures. Moving on, we have Legends of Tomorrow, which is the spin-off of Arrow and The Flash. The integrated Arrowverse created by the CW is quite astounding. The initial series is called Arrow, and it is followed by The Flash and several other spin-offs. Legends of Tomorrow, which assembles a cast of supporting characters and eccentric villains who have previously appeared in multiple Arrowverse series, is the most intriguing and enjoyable of these initiatives. A comic book series should be able to engage in the wild silliness and action that Legends of Tomorrow does without taking itself too seriously. Legends of Tomorrow still impresses viewers after numerous casting changes. And finally, the last one for today is NCIS, which is actually the spin-off of JAG. The Navy and Marine Corps would create such enduring entertainment with NCIS. Even though police procedurals and crime dramas are staples of television, it's simple to forget that NCIS is essentially a spin-off of the naval-focused JAG, which also lasted for 10 years because it is its own organization. JAG hasn't been as successful as NCIS, which has released more than 400 episodes in almost 20 years. Although many of its own spin-offs, such as NCIS projects set in Los Angeles, New Orleans, and Hawaii, have also arisen as a result of its ongoing success. And with that, we're wrapping up today's episode about TV spin-offs that you forgot existed, as well as those that did better than the original. Of the forgotten TV spin-offs, which ones do you think deserve another season? Please let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching today's video, and before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like these. See you next time.